This is the brief on the crisis in a great thousand worlds. Okay, so the entire universe, the great thousand worlds, it's suddenly staring down total annihilation. Why? Because that ancient demon emperor, the one sealed for a crazy 49,000 years by the eternal heavenly sovereign, well, he's busted loose. Yeah, chaos, panic, it's all happening. Right, so let's get into the three huge things that just went down. First, the demon emperor isn't wasting any time showing off his insane power. Even weakened from the seal, he immediately started inhaling life force from lower realms, eating whole worlds just to juice himself back up. His first big attack, the Black Annihilation Eye, it completely flattened the combined defenses of the top dogs, the Heavenly Sovereigns. They pretty much realized instantly, okay, we are way out of our league here. Second, just when things looked absolutely hopeless, bam, hope arrives. Two unbelievably strong dudes appear out of nowhere. The Flame Emperor, Showdow, and the martial ancestor, Lindong. They just effortlessly crushed the Emperor's world-ending attack. And to really make a point, they revealed they'd already caught and wiped out 6 major demon clan chiefs. Guys were super powerful themselves. Talk about an entrance. Finally, these new heroes dropped some major knowledge. They explained what it actually takes to fight this guy. You need to reach this legendary level called Cosmic Will. It's a power above even the Heavenly Sovereigns, letting you literally write your spirit onto the universe and tap into its entire power, the same power used for the original sealing. And then the big mic drop, Shayan and Lindong confirmed, yep, they've got it. Maybe, just maybe, there's a chance. So yeah, the Demon Emperor is back. But his return has basically forced these new, universe-level players onto the board. Looks like the real fight is just beginning. This is the brief on the Great Ruler, the rise of the new emperors. Okay, so picture this. We're at a huge turning point in the Great Thousand Worlds, right? And it all revolves around this mythical thing called the List Beyond the Worlds. Basically, it decides who's got the juice to finally take on the super scary Devil Emperor. First, what is this list? Well, it kind of pops up from the universe itself, and it offers this insane chance to go beyond the absolute peak power level, the Heavenly Sovereign. To get there, you gotta carve your name onto it, which lets you control universal energy. Only one dude almost did it before, the Eternal God Emperor. But he only managed his last name, Ye. Close, but no cigar. Second, guess what? 2 new heroes just showed up. Fire Emperor Zhao Yan and War Emperor Lindong. Bam! They actually did it, getting their surnames Zhao and Lin on the list right away. Just like the old emperor. They get this massive power-up from cosmic energy, making them strong enough, instantly, to face the Devil Emperor. Finally, though, the Devil Emperor pulls a shocker. He was weak from being sealed, yeah? So to power back up fast, he does something truly horrific. He basically drinks the life force of his own demon soldiers. Gross, right? Fully juiced up, he then opens his terrifying 5th eye. Uh-oh. This means he's even stronger now than he was way back when, signaling one heck of a final fight. So yeah, 2 new superpowers force the Devil Emperor's hand, and now, the ultimate showdown in the Great Thousand Worlds is definitely on.
This is the brief on the epic 3-emperor clash and the Demon Emperor's secret plan. Okay, so we're jumping right into the deep end here. This is pretty much the climax of the whole conflict. You've got this intense showdown, right? The super powerful Demon Emperor versus 2 legendary heroes teaming up. That's the Fire Emperor, Xiao Yan, and the War Emperor, Lin Dong. And it turns out there's a really unsettling twist to this whole war. We've pulled out 3 essential things you gotta know about how this crisis is heating up. First up, the heroes actually managed to land a solid hit together. See, the Fire Emperor unleashed his ultimate fire technique, the Emperor Fire Lotus. And right alongside him, the War Emperor used his 8 divine seals. They threw everything at the Demon Emperor's main defense, the 5-eyed Demon God Plate. And guess what? Their combined shot worked. It shattered those 5 evil eyes on the plate, giving them, a slight edge for a moment. Second thing, though, the Demon Emperor's raw power is just staggering. Even though we know the Fire and War Emperors are each stronger than the previous big ruler, the Eternal Sovereign, their combined power is barely enough to even match this guy. Seriously, Them working together is the only thing stopping their home, the Great Thousand World, from getting completely annihilated right now. And finally, well, get ready for this. The Demon Emperor revealed his crazy master plan. He wanted the Eternal Sovereign to seal him up 49,000 years ago. It was all a long game, a strategy to get around something called world suppression. Basically, the universe's defense system that weakens powerful invaders. By using that old seal to sort of taint his aura, breaking free now means he can unleash his true, full strength. And listen to this. It's not the Five Eyes form he just showed. It's the terrifying Nine Eyes demon god. So yeah, this battle is far from over. The Demon Emperor's calculated move means his true, unsuppressed power is now fully aimed at conquering the Great Thousand World. This is the brief on the looming conflict with the Demon Emperor in the Great Thousand World. Okay, so let's get into it. We're talking about what happened right after that big showdown, you know? The one where the Demon Emperor, yeah, the scary, nine-eyed demon god guy, actually showed a weakness. But crucially, he also dropped this bombshell timeline for taking over everything. Right, first thing you gotta know. The Demon Emperor? He's not at full power. Not yet. He just broke free from his seal, right? So he can only use 5 of his 9 eyes. And get this. After he bailed from that last fight, he literally said, "Give me 5 years. 5 years exactly, to get all 9 eyes working and come back to wreck the Great Thousand World." Okay, second point. And this is where it gets really bad. It's basically a numbers game we can't win. See, the heroes, Zhao Yan and Lin Dong, they know that to beat this guy when he's fully powered up, one of them needs their full name on the superpower ranking. Think of it like this ultimate cosmic power list. But here's the kicker. Doing that, it usually takes 50 years. 50! And they've only got 5. So yeah, 50 years versus 5. What do you do? Well, that leads to our final point. Muchen is stepping up with, honestly, a total Hail Mary. He's volunteering to try and get on that ranking too. His plan? Master some crazy legendary technique really fast to basically skyrocket his power to that saint tier level needed. The idea is, if everyone throws all their resources behind him, maybe, just maybe, he can get at least his last name on the board in those 5 years. It's a long shot, but it's a shot. So everything hinges on this wild plan somehow cramming 50 years of work into just 5.
This is the brief on the Celestial Emperor War, episode 635. So our hero Muchen, he's got this huge task, 5 years to reach the crazy powerful Saint Heavenly Sovereign level and stop the Demon Emperor. This episode, it's about how the entire Great Thousand World unites to give him the resources for this one shot. Okay, first, Muchen needed these special power sources, primordial great god forms, for his training. He got the 2 he needed. His mom, from the Futu clan, gave 1. The other came from the Tailing tribe, but only after their goddess Luoli argued that survival meant sacrifice. Giving up their most precious thing was the only way. Second, the path to Saint Heavenly Sovereign, it's this royal inheritance pool, full of a past ruler's, boundless spiritual energy. And guess what? Only Muchen, with his unique training, can actually absorb it safely. So he starts this incredibly painful process right away at the altar, knowing the world's future pretty much depends on him succeeding. No pressure, right? Finally, while Muchen trains, his protectors, the Flame Emperor and Martial Emperor, they aren't just waiting around. Nope. They've declared war, mobilizing all cultivators above the earthly sovereign level, that's a key power threshold, into the Great Thousand World Alliance. They're launching preemptive strikes on the Demon Realm border in just 2 months, hoping to delay the Demon Emperor's recovery, buy Muchen that precious time. So Muchen's in this desperate, painful race against time, while the new alliance prepares to launch an all-out war.